Okay, so we're gonna start with a throwback to 7th grade when Jackie and I had a group project with like 5 other people, and this is what happened. So, this project was for our social studies class in 7th grade, and it was about how Christianity spread. So, if you really wanted to, I don't know why you would, but if you did, you could pause and look at all of our slides. And also, on my slide, what the heck? But anyway, this project was pretty simple and straightforward until you get to the end, where I am deeply confused. If you were to zoom in on the bottom corner, you could see this video, and I would play it for you, but I can't. This next slideshow was to go on our school's morning announcements so that everybody could know about the upcoming Spirit Days, and Jackie and I had to make a slide. Our slide was for Orange Day, and it's so sad. Ignore the burrito, it's just so that you don't see our neighborhood, but basically this project was just so that we would take pictures that represent terms in our AP textbook, and it was really annoying. By the way, Jackie and I had smiley faces throughout our slideshows, so if you want, you can go look for them. So the last slideshow you're going to see that me and Jackie did together is one that we were supposed to do on cultures and how fairy tales represent culture, but we did ours on Alice in Wonderland, which really doesn't have anything to do with culture, but that's okay. Somehow we still managed to get 100% on the project, and once again we did hide smiley faces all over this and drew sad faces on it, so if you want, you can look for them. Next, you're going to see a bunch of videos that Jackie and I were forced to make for school.
Our goal is based off life below water.
Basically, the goal isn't to pollute the ocean, but still use its resources in a sustainable way.
The first step to fulfilling this goal is preventing and reducing marine pollution.
There are several different ways you can actually help this cause. One is by staying away from one-use plastics, and another is to recycle things properly. You should also use ocean-friendly products and stay away from cosmetics made from sea turtle shell. Next step to fulfill this goal is to protect marine ecosystems.
We have to use economic-based ways to help manage and maintain the wildlife in a safe way. As long as you leave the wildlife alone and don't overfish, you will be doing your part. Coral bleaching in the oceans is caused by warm water temperatures, by global warming, which is caused by humans and the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Ocean acidity also affects marine environments, but because of COVID and the reduce of human interaction, it has definitely made a difference. Another issue would be getting enough people to cooperate to even make a dent in the amount of pollution currently in the waters.
Since supermarkets and other businesses profit off of one-use plastics, like plastic bags from a grocery store, they're not going to stop putting them into circulation at this point. As you can see, despite some activists' best efforts, pollutants in the ocean are still an apparent problem.
However, with enough help, we can put things back on track and live in a happy, healthy environment.
If you couldn't tell from that video, I am very good at reading. Next are 2 videos I had to make for culinary. Hi. Okay, so I got all the ingredients. I kind of closed my tab for some stupid reason. For this recipe, you're going to need white wine vinegar, sugar, canola oil, salt, an egg, dry mustard, a whisk, measuring cups, measuring spoons, a container to hold your mayonnaise in, a container to mix it in, 2 bowls to separate the eggs in. So the first step. Okay, mix together the egg yolk and all the dry ingredients. Okay, so you're going to have to take a spoon to separate the egg yolk from the egg white, so that's exactly what I did here. Okay, so now I have to measure out all like my dry ingredients. Okay, it's not exact, but okay. So I'd rather not put 2, quote, pinches. Yes. Okay, so I think that's light enough of a color. Oh, it's so off-center. Too long to get a teaspoon. Okay, lemon. So here's a new one. Very acidic mixture right here. Apparently I'm pouring half of this in with the egg. I can't tell if that was half or not, but you know. So I need to get my cup of oil and start incorporating it into this. So give me a sec. This is the part where you want to start adding the oil while whisking the mixture so that it incorporates and you can slowly but surely start to get mayonnaise. You're not gonna believe this, but I actually did it. I made mayonnaise. So before doing anything else, you have to wash your hands. So for this, you're going to need steak seasoning, soy sauce, olive oil, a measuring cup, a dish, the steak itself, a fork, a knife, and measuring spoons. So what I'm doing now is taking half of a cup of olive oil and then half of a cup of soy sauce and then putting it into the dish, mixing it up, and then adding 2 tablespoons of the steak seasoning. Then I mixed it together. Here's where I dipped the steak into the marinade on both sides. And then I put it in the fridge to marinate. Then I had to clean my grill because it was filthy. This is where I went to put the steak on the grill, and as I walked away, it catches on fire. Okay, so I closed the lid, so in 8 minutes I have to come back and flip it. I flipped it, and it turned out like this, and when it was cut open, it was cooked medium. So at some point, Jackie had to do a project in science in 8th grade, and for whatever reason, these guys that we know, their project got put in Jackie's Google Drive, and it's honestly kind of funny, so I'm going to show it to you.
Hey kid, you want to try? Okay. Oh, you okay? I think I broke my arm. Hey, do you remember me? No, I'm the kid that can do a pull-up. Oh yeah, you're the one that looked wrong. Watch me now.
Time to look at all the one-pagers Jackie and I had to make for classes. For this project, Jackie and I had to be assigned a language. I got German, she got Spanish, and basically we had to write a lot about the language, and so around it, I put a German cartoon called Tabaluga. In theory, if Google Translate is correct, that says the Upside Down Show is great. And yeah.
Hey guys, so I'm working on a project for AP Geography, and it's supposed to be on Spanish. This is all I have. This is me trying to write out what I'm supposed to write, but I didn't do it right. I've redone this like 50 million times, and I'm struggling.
It took forever for me to find this, but basically this is a poster about an element I was assigned. I got zinc. I'm pretty sure that all of this is wrong, but I don't care. So yeah. This is for culinary. I genuinely don't know what the assignment was because I'm not going to read it, but if you want to, you can read about it. And for whatever reason, I drew all over it. This is a comic strip about a star's life cycle. I first tried to make it kind of look like a Luma from Mario Galaxy and then gave up and made it a circle. But basically that is what this is. This is a graph thing for AP Human Geography, which is just to show the amount of Starbucks locations per state. And there's the key, and that is that. This was an assignment. This was from 8th grade. But if you turn it over, you see, we got all of these things. Feel free to read it.
Mickey on a rail.